remind him of something that he said literally less than 30 minutes ago. So I think it's
all right.
speaks volumes.
Has the case ended?
They've been at the bench for probably like 30 minutes or almost 40 minutes now.
Oh shit.
No idea what's going on.
You've been a bad boy, Quangle. Bad boy.
Nah, honestly, I'd rather take a mistrial at this point.
Wait. What happened? What's the case about?
Miguel being like chased.
Mr. Mayor.
Hey, how you doing, Omar?
Okay. Do you have a quick word?
Yeah. Just trying to get a sense of what the
absolutely.
court case is about.
Sure.
Yeah.
When you're free.
Yeah, it's just I think Miguel being chased by police, and they don't have like a proper like documentation of what happened. So they're like discussing
classic.
at the bench. Yeah.
What so they didn't have a reason for the chase?
Ah, dickhead, you're tricking these guys, bro.
Lawyer. This is great.
Oh, I hit you up earlier, bro.
Guys ain't looking too good.
Ah, jeepers. Oh,
Oh,
man.
Nino, there's a serious issue with the fucking.
I gotta try to wake up earlier. It's
fucking
always tough.
lawyers in this city, bro.
Good.
It's that's why we want to bring Bar Association, because the DOJ hires lawyers, and because DOJ hires lawyers and they're not doing shit, there are no lawyers.
Damn it.
Well, you said you need
Nice
me
seeing you
earlier.
guys.
I had 2 lawyers literally call me.
I don't know. I just told you to call me back. I haven't even
Wait, about what?
What it was about yet.
About what I was trying to fight in court.
Oh, you
This
called me?
bench
Oh, I apologize.
Wait.
Oh, geez, sorry.
I'm about to get his
One
bitch
sec.
ass off too.
What happened?
Fucking did it, Miguel.
Sorry, this guy's so loud behind me. But what happened?
Yeah, you want to meet now or
It was just
wait for
it
the
was just a
conclusion of
video,
that?
and I tried to put
Or-
a picture in the car, and
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's go over here.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I guess.
I said, yeah, it was just a plea. I tried to put future in the car. He fucking walled my head in record time, and then as he literally beat me down, he went straight into my pockets and took shit out of my pockets, and didn't document it on scene, and then only documented it later in like,
Nah.
all in different like places in my pockets. Yeah, and then now they like only 2 of them showed up to the court case, and then I think they were starting to like lose a grip on it, and then look what showed up, all the PD, and now they want to like go for a mistrial because they feel like they're not getting their way.
What?
Nah, it's crazy. It's crazier. It's crazier than that. Nah, so what we agreed to in the beginning, Mr. Nino. Do you have a lot of experience, Mr. Nino?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't have that much. I just read the Know Your Bill of Rights handbook by Sean Patrick, and I was self-represent. But anyway, what happened is they only wanted to give narrative and not do any witness testimony. So they went up there, they gave their narrative. Then she gave us the opportunity to ask questions on cross. But then what ended up happening is officers showed up halfway through the court. They called for a meeting with the judge, and then they said they wanted to do witness testimony where they also question people. But the issue is not, it gets crazy. So the thing is it was asked multiple times if they had everyone here ready to stop, but they didn't even fucking have the fucking motherfuckers here. So they're having counsel show up halfway through it, and now we got fucking 97 cops going through acting as counsel to these 2 dumb motherfuckers who said they was ready and fucking made an agreement with the judge.
What the fuck?
Now
So
they're
I
blaming the
said-
judge.
Yeah, and then they called for a mistrial.
I saw
said-
that. They fucking were calling out Ava. Ava's a sweetheart.
Yeah, and now she's actually upset.
Yeah, she should be.
Yeah.
But I said they're calling for a mistrial. I said I want this bitch dismissed. I don't want no mistrial. I want him dismissed. I don't want any other. This poor man, he was in the cells 3 hours ago.
Pretty much. And you know it's crazy. I would have went to prison, but they told me that the best they could do for me was 50 months after I fired 2 lawyers, and I was there waiting for a bench trial for 30 minutes. Plus, I was in there for about an hour before.
What they're doing here is they're saying we don't want people to do this to us and make us lose and look bad. So we're gonna try to find a way to like make it worse for you and make you pay for it.
100%. And you want to know what's crazy? The car that I allegedly pulled up in, it isn't in any documentation of the report, and I guarantee you they still go back to Mission Row on Vafa because it's in Mission Row, but they were stupid as fuck and they didn't document it in the report. I guarantee you they go back because they'll be pissed and they'll do it.
Who took the shit off you without documenting?
The cadet in the corner.
Looking
He
at
said it
this
was-
PD, you gotta fire them all. You know, stop
He said
fresh.
he said it's his first day back.
Start at the
That's why I
top,
want
fire
Marty to
all them
win.
motherfuckers.
We have plans. BCSO is gonna go down.
And
This
you know what's-
fucking
you know
cunt
what's-
right there with the fucking thing over his head. You know, he's like fucking strapped
Yeah.
around his head. So I've witnessed him twice now try to escalate in traffic stops. Same thing happened with fucking Fooby. I was just talking to him.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? I just wanted sorry. It turned into why how it's my fault for being upset that rights are violated. I'm done with it. Burn it to the fucking ground. That's what I say.
Should.
Yeah. What is this? They're getting paid $3,500. That's fucking $35,000 an hour right there. Standing. Why?
Yep.
What? Did you kill someone?
Nope.
Oh my lord,
There was no officers hurt. No OIS at all.
bro. Would you believe it if I said I got shot in the stomach yesterday? And they tried
Yeah.
by a cop,
Yeah.
and they tried to say it was my fault.
You know, in the past week, we've had people in our gang get shot because they thought they had a taser in their hands.
Hey, Miguel, did you get beat down
Wow.
in front of the red garage?
No,
Okay.
I got beat down like in front of like.
That's crazy.
PD.
All right, different situation. I watched someone.
I
get beat
wish
down
I
in
was
front of the
here
red
for
garage.
this.
I was about to do a drive-by on Nino.
No.
See, look what he's doing.
Zebra, you got food?
Oh, fuck no, I don't. Cause it takes your
That's
food to
crazy.
your- The PD got food.
I feel like
Hey,
you could
hey, officers,
articulate
can I-
that
can I
twat
borrow
that
you
came
guys
out.
for some food, please. I'm sorry.
That
food
twat
for
that
you,
went
sir?
out against
Thank
Ava.
you so much.
We could be
No
seen
problem,
as
Mr. Almeida. Here you go. Would you like
intimidation
some,
of
some
the judge
mushkin sushi tacos with crispy
during an
seaweed
active
salad?
trial.
That'd be great.
I didn't even see it. What twat?
Search for Ava
Here
on
you go. So
Twitter.
would you like to for me to feed it to you like a choo-choo
No, it's
train?
okay.
Okay, no problem. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Hey, are you parched by chance?
am
Do you need something to
indeed.
drink? Here you go, sir. No problem.
Ava is dumb.
You take care, all right, sir? You take care.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say Ava is dumb. I don't know who Ava is, Mr. Nino.
That's the justice over there.
Is that the one? What?
The judge, sorry. She's got the white shirt and the tan pants.
That's the one. Okay, so that's the. Oh, this one we're talking with right now. The one that's presiding over the trial.
It's like he's talking like he's friends with them or something. Quango, are you friends with these guys? What are you
Mr.
doing?
Gitlin, could you please use your inside voice?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, darling.
All right. Bro, this is cooked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll listen, this next 3 months. I don't give a fuck anymore. That's how I look at it. Whatever what was did they ever what was the reason for detainment? Because you're throwing someone in?
the car. Yeah,
Who in the car?
the future using cuffs.
Future? Hendrix?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
You wanna know what's crazy?
Mm.
You know, I have never in my whole time in this city been beaten by a baton repeatedly in such fast time, bro. I think I got hit 5 times in the space of 15 seconds by the same person.
Okay, everyone's still here?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be coming back into session now. So, at this time, given these circumstances, dissatisfaction that it seems to be had on both sides, we are going to go ahead and be declaring this a mistrial at this time. Mr. Almerion will be released on his own recognizance at this time and will not be charged, fined, or do any more time for now. However, we do highly suggest if the PD wishes to pursue these charges that they do so on the docket. That will be all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I fucking did it.
Hey, Your Honor, I have a question.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you can approach. We're out of session now. Sorry about you having to stay in the corner so long, my friend.
It's okay.
Oh, it's fine.
Hey,
Welcome
my-
back. Pick
I-
up.
my
Hi.
vehicle is in their possession right now, and based on the fact that this is going to be done at a later date, is that vehicle going to be released or? Yeah.
Gus, can we borrow you for your pickles?
What
Can we
up?
borrow you for 2 seconds?
Yes.
Mr. Almiron's car.
Yeah. Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal with them giving? I'm on my way. Not letting you know about it.
Wait, say again?
Cause I got a
How's it going, Nino?
but they didn't let me know.
I saw the twat made by some dumb fuck about Ava. So I figured there was a court case, and I came down here and it was like, what the fuck?
A court case with Dickhead and Miguel on one side, and the cops are the ones making the messes. Ugh.
Yeah, not happy.
Like at the start, even in our chats, is there anyone else you need? Because they were like, there's people on actives, and they're like, do you need them? And they were like, no. So it's like, okay, well, they'll go forward with those two. And then, like 20 minutes in, Jenna joins the prosecution, and another 10 minutes later, the LSPD guy's name over there steps in, and it's like, ugh, I don't know.
I feel like I'm gonna keep it a buck, and don't take this as like, I'm like, what's it called? Like blue skying or whatever the fuck it's called. You know, where you're just like thinking in the moment, but I might change my mind later. I feel like bench trials take way too long. It's gotten like, they turn into full-blown trials. I think there should be more. I know some people might not like this because maybe some things are good for some and not for others or whatever, but maybe there needs to be like some rules put in place in a bench trial, so they're just not, whatever goes.
Expediency?
Both. Yeah, I think you would get experience just because everyone knows it's a bench. We need these people. Everyone's got to be here. Maybe like one exception on both sides, right? Like one delayed witness on both sides or something, just so it makes sense. Because I feel like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can go into a trial and it's like a 4-hour bench trial. That's cooked. That's not a bench trial. You know?
Yeah, like I've had docket cases that last less time than bench. And it's like, part of it is on the whole nature of a bench trial being, sort of like ad hoc, like on the fly. So there's a lot more scrambling that needs to be done.
Yo, Blue, what up, man?
Yeah, it's something that I've thought about. The solution hasn't really, at least an obvious solution hasn't presented itself yet.
I feel like something with it is having something in place and iterating on it. I'm a strong believer in that. It's like, nothing is perfect version 1. You know what I mean? But it's like you do it for a couple weeks. All right, change a little bit more, little things, not big things.
Yeah, I mean, remember that one that you took for Sparky where we spent like an hour speaking about a fucking ticket?
Oh my God. And then he goes, he throws the, I don't know where the fuck, because I genuinely thought I had it already because of everything else, because like he was shot, no one's like already, and da, and then all of a sudden it became about, am I in, man? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, something for expediency, but there's another key thing here, right? Is bench is good. It should not cost. If it costs too much, people aren't going to do it. Cost meaning resources and time, right?
Yeah, like it probably like they spend less time in jail than going to bench.
I mean, I do like when I spitball this, I feel like a bench trial should be, it should be, you put in your affidavit, right, which is effectively the report, and you're allowed 2 witnesses on both sides.
Yeah.
And like that's the cutoff, unless one of the witnesses is high impact, right? Like,
yeah.
But then again, that also, if it's for discretion, then all of a sudden it breaks the rule again, right? Like,
Sometimes, sometimes hard to like. Sometimes people really love to cross-examine and.
Sorry, quick question. Are you gonna let them ACR me, and or am I gonna get in trouble with the justices if I tell them to just release Miguel's car since he's not getting charged with anything at this time and they haven't had any documentation in the report at all regarding the car? There's not a single fucking thing in the report about the car, and it's not getting VAF. It's literally just being impounded or being used in a violent crime or being used in a crime.
I mean, if it's being impounded, then they should impound it.
But they haven't. They still haven't. They still have physically not impounded it, and they have not done any paperwork on it. There's nothing in the report, and Pickle is arguing that the cops have a period of time in which to put shit in the report. And I'm like, yes, but when you come to court, when that report is released, you cannot add stuff to it. Am I wrong? Because I'm on about a big dick, and I don't want a big dick if my dick's actually tiny.
May I say something? It might be helpful.
Go ahead.
The danger is that as a consequence of it being a mistrial, now the charges and all the evidence are up for question, as that new stuff could now be entered into the trial. So,
yeah. Well, my feeling is if they didn't document the car before we went to,
no thanks.
Mm.
They're releasing it. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they didn't document the car before they went to
releasing it, but
Mr.
I'm not gonna listen to this bullshit.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think on principle I agree with you 1,000%.
It's just I get it that sometimes it's crazy when you're a cop and stuff, but like.
Is it though? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah, no, they're all here. Like, but I'm talking about like late shift 2.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Shift 3 when it's crazy, right? Like I don't want to set a standard that this heavily staffed shift can't keep up, like the lesser staff shifts can. But I feel like minimal documentation of the fucking car, bro. There's not even a picture of it.
I agree. Yeah, it's like they felt confident to come to bench, and if they hadn't documented these things, it now opens the door of, how do we know they're not going to go back and take a photo of it right now and now bring it to Mission Row? Not saying that they did that, but it,
Murray, opinion? Ava, Archie.
Yeah. In terms of releasing the car.
I'm very upset.
Not a drop of paperwork about it at the point of bench, and they want to hold it for impounding.
I am.
Yeah, they said they were going to take him down to the station if it was still there.
I saw the twat. Unacceptable.
Look at how many of them there are.
Oh,
yeah.
But see,
we literally asked. I literally asked before anything started if there was anybody that needed to be here, and he said, "I'm gonna make some calls," and then it was just him and the guy in the corner. Yeah. And then here we go. After we've already proceeded, after the two of them have agreed to how we're going to do it, they come in one after the other, and then they step up to the bench like, "Oh, well, I was trying. You know what?
I'm gonna be honest, Ava. The moment that that Jenna objected, I would have shut that down because she's not part of the cops do that thing where they let one step in as prosecution. They do exactly what they just did to you, where they just every single one of them wants to prosecute from the corner. Right?
I was trying to be nice and I was trying to be fair because I thought the gentleman that was there was maybe a little out of his depths a bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I made the mistake of losing control of the court, and I have to not do that again. That right there made me angry.
Yeah.
He asked me to remind him what he said, and you literally just said it not even half an hour ago, and you don't remember what you said. Is that normal? Like Is it normal for them to really do that?
Ask Murray about the SK trial. We had someone walk in out of ICU to help prosecute halfway through.
I was there for that.
No.
You know you're fucking whiffing so goddamn hard when they defrost the motherfucker.
The fact that he was willing to just plead guilty to get it over with because of that, it's just... I didn't want that because I didn't want that behavior to win.
Yo! Exactly!
And I agree with what Murray said to put the onus on the cops. It's not that Miguel
exactly,
Ava!
I
don't think he acted in good faith every step of the way.
did.
It's on PD to
She
post
said it.
to
She's
prosecute
right.
on the docket because they did not act in good faith.
I thought it wild that, Jenna calls for a sidebar.
We're
They agree
losing.
to
Got to
the
bring in all the
structure of how
cannons. Like,
questioning's gonna
that's
go.
not right.
And then this new guy walks in and they're like, nah, mistrial, we don't like how the structure of question is gonna go.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I walked over to the other cops and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy just sticking his nose in? And apparently he was involved, but his name isn't in the report at all.
This is in part, but she didn't make an individual statement, which is fine. But
Gotta start bashing heads together, I swear to God. I'm already the judge that hates cops. Might as well cement the reputation by holding them up to the standard of doing their job some more.
Oh, we should hang out
they're the
sometime.
only one. I mean, they don't too much either. Search warrants and then.
Like, I can understand confusion from people coming in later, but that's also part of why they shouldn't be stepping up to try to ask questions or anything. It's a bit late when they're coming in.
You say,
and it's not like we didn't give them an opportunity to ask questions when he did his narrative testimony and then offered them a moment to do redirect and they didn't take it. And it's like, what do you want at that point?
That's what I mean. I felt bad saying it because I didn't want him to feel like I was singling him out, but I mean it when I say, when you come to court, it's not the bench's responsibility to prepare you to be here.
Yes!
You need to get that training before you're here.
Yes!
It's not from me. Like, and then telling me to remind you what you just said.
Like, I'll have like, I don't mind if someone comes in and they go, hey, it's my first time in bench, and I go, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Like, and then I'll, do some extra prompting, but like, it's not my job to know if you've ever been fucking here before. You just ask. Like, I'm not your fucking keeper.
But also, what bothered me and what I had to make an issue of was you now standing here trying to make it like it's something on our end that was wrong by due process. No, your people agreed to this. And then trying to make, well, did he know? Did you know that you were giving up your right to? Is it my responsibility to know what his level of education on what his job is when he comes to court?
Not.
No. So if he didn't know, that doesn't fall on the court. That falls on him and the people who trained him. So get your house together before you come in here trying to tell me what to do here. That's crazy.
You know how that was
I'm gonna
handled?
chop my happy ass down to MRPD one day and just start making announcements and talking my shit. How about that? But I can't because I'm not a cop, right?
I mean, you could. It'd be funny as fuck. I would support you. I'd be right there with you. But like, so that thing, like, when this motherfucker was the sergeant of shift 3 6 years ago. Oh, you hungry?
I have food. I just always forget to eat.
I got food. Yeah. Oh, okay.
When Barrick was a sergeant and he had a bunch of little cadets who didn't know anything about bench trials and didn't know about court because we didn't have a budget. You know what he did? Hey, Judge, would you be willing to collaborate with us on training these cadets on court? And I said, fuck yeah. And then I went out with some people and made some videos, some fake videos, like videos of fake crime, right? Where we'd be like, oh, we're stealing a car, we're getting away. And then they'd watch the video and then we'd have a court case where like they had arrested the person. Yeah. Like, you know what Barrick did? He got a fucking judge and said, hey, how can we train up these people? What do you guys do for law school? I want to get them trained. And then didn't even make it, so I had to. I wish went, oh, hell yeah, I want to.
You see, that word that you just said is so important. Training for everybody. If everybody was trained for the jobs they had,
I feel like these guys saw what happened yesterday.
What they're supposed to do and do that and stay in their individual lane and stop trying to cross over every 5 minutes. That's just me. Communication. Everybody knowing their role and performing it and not worrying about what everybody else is doing. That right there was a horrible example of what not to do. But the problem I have mainly with that is that my mind tells me that they don't even think they did anything wrong. That they're probably cursing me and whoever else. Like, we don't know what we're doing. And like, we're done.
I can't believe that Ava hates cops.
Well,
That's going to be.
It's going to get worse when they find out I'm engaged to a gang member.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I hate cops because I held them to the entirely impossible standard of, if you have a tampered firearm, take a picture of the scratched off serial number. Don't just assume that I'm going to assume that the eagle's illegal.
That was cute.
With all of that being said, I assume would we be conflicted out of this if this does come to docket at this point?
Basically everybody but like Sean, Jaina, and Moose are conflicted.
Okay.
Heart
Yeah,
and
basically.
was it Heart?
I thought that
and-
would be the case.
I don't think Weiss was here for any of the actual like.
Yeah, no, he
I
did
don't think
before the
so
court
either,
case
yeah.
started.
Yeah.
So that's another. So
That's surprising. Yeah, it's probably not going to be. Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I said, set it up. I said, this is disheartening. And yes, it is.
If it makes it
But-
feel any better, a cop shot me in the stomach yesterday, and then all the cops said it was my fault for getting shot. Yeah. I
you
just wanted
okay?
a sorry. Yeah, I got
Why
better
are you
overnight.
drinking coffee?
All right.
Yeah, I got to stay awake. I got a lot of.
That man is fueled by coffee.
It's a stomach injury.
It's gotta be. I think it's just you just put something else in a coffee cup, like
Just don't
water,
don't get a
smoothie
blood
or something.
transfusion
Yeah.
from because they just start jiggling.
Oh my God, not wrong. All right, well, hey,
Hey.
It'll smell like a Starbucks.
On that
Yeah.
note, I'm probably going to call it now.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea after that.
Hey, bud. Do you want to talk about our court case since I
Eh,
totally didn't show
yeah,
up
yeah,
after I
yeah.
told you I would?
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I gave
Alright.
him till later today,
It's good to see
anyways.
you
But
guys.
I did.
Ate so much sushi that I had to go to sleep.
No, can I borrow you for 2 seconds?
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah,
Good
the,
Yeah, I saw that someone
actual-
posted.
Yeah. The actual client for the lawyer posted up.
I saw the Twitter post and I was so annoyed by it. I realized like, okay, there's probably a court case happening, so I came on down here. It's
That right there reminded me of everything I was kind of bitching to you about at G6 that day, all that time ago. But that's not why I called you out. I wanted to